Yeah, hi. Hello, Healy family. Good afternoon. Before we begin the Healy Advanced question and answer session, that we take this time to answer all questions related to the use of Healy and MagHealy. Let me start with the disclaimer that the Healy and the MagHealy devices, they are not medical devices, okay, but they support our wellness, body, mind, and spirit by harmonizing our bioenergetic field. So they are not intended to diagnose, to cure, to treat, or to prevent any medical condition. So should there be any concern, please do seek medical professional advice. All right. So, but you can use the Healy and MagHealy to support your body to complement the conventional treatment. Okay, so welcome to the question and answer session. I'm going to stop the sharing. Now, there are two ways in which you can ask the question. You can either put up your hand and then I'll call your name. If not, then if you're shy, and then you can type your question in the chat box and then I'll read your questions from there. Okay, so let us begin with Nitya. You put your hand up first. Okay, so okay.
Hi, Christi. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Hi,
Super.
Nitya.
Very good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Super. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So I just have two questions, Christi. One is actually for what purpose we are doing the I Ching program, Christi? What is the significance of I Ching program? This is my first question. Second question is, see, whenever we do the aura analysis or coach at least we are able to understand, but either it is aura or this I Ching, whatever, how to decode the meaning when we do it for the clients, right? We need to decode the meaning, right? So what platform, like, can we do the chat GPT alone? It's enough, or which platform can we use to decode the meaning of those reports, Christy?
For both the I Ching and the aura, is it?
Yeah, all those like mental balance, we are getting all the readings, right? Those and
Uh-huh.
even the essential oil or
Okay,
even the
all the reports. Okay,
MagHealy
I
Meridian
see.
also, all these
Mm,
things. So decode the
okay,
meaning, which platform should we use? I'm asking.
okay. All right, Ken. Okay, first the I Ching. So the I Ching is in the Healy Blue app. All right, I
Yeah.
Ching is based on the Chinese hexagram. All right, there are 64 hexagram, and there are many ways to actually use it. Now, one of the ways to use it is actually to change your luck, meaning that if you encounter a lot of obstacle, okay, what do you mean by obstacles? For example, for me, it can be as simple as if I'm doing my online shopping, and then what happened is the payment sometimes get disrupted, things are not smooth, your appointments, etc., or your sales, you cannot close your sales. You just find that there are obstacles in your life. Things are not smooth. You can just do the analysis of the I Ching and then stimulate 7 times with the 37
38.
seconds, 38 seconds, and then after that, 27 minutes. You cannot vibrate this for too long. Okay, cannot vibrate for too long because in the I Ching, right, this one is about shifting energy. So I don't use it that often because if everything is good and smooth, I don't want to shift the energy. I want to keep it there. So only when things are not smooth, I will do the I Ching. And then if I see anything that's above 60, then I vibrate just for half an hour, not for too long. Okay. Now, the other way
So
is when
how many days continuously?
just that one time, just that one time. Just that one time
Just
alone,
one
you can
day.
see, yes,
Oh,
just
okay.
that 27 minutes, you can feel the change. It's an instant change in your
Oh,
energy
okay.
shift. Yeah, just one time will do. And if let's say you have a decision to make and you're not sure how to make that decision, so what you do is you will have in mind first the question that you have in mind. Then after that, you go and do the analysis. So it will come out with either a good reading or a bad reading, sometimes in between. Okay. So if you do not know how to interpret, then you can actually submit it to, let's say, ChatGPT, the report that comes out. Take the PDF report, submit it to ChatGPT along with your question, and ask ChatGPT to interpret for you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, based on that question. Okay. But because ChatGPT, we do not know where they're going to get the information and how they interpret, do not fully trust lah, all those, because sometimes you can just use your own inner intuition to read the report
Okay.
and get a feel of whether it's a positive or a negative decision. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Carly has a similar question. So I Ching can be run on our need basis. Yes, only on need basis, not something that you would do daily. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I do it only when it's really needed. So the next question is all the reports, whether it's Aura, Coach, all the 5x5 reports, do you actually put it into the chat GPT to analyze for you? Okay. Now, chat GPT or any of those AI related software, it is actually open-ended. So whatever information that you put in is made available to the open system. Okay, now? Yeah. So I do not know how ChatGPT will use your personal information and how it's being circulated in the network. That I have no idea. So that is the reason why I hesitate to actually let ChatGPT interpret the reports. Okay, where 5x5 is concerned for health profiling. Okay.
5x5, it's not an issue, Christy. Anyways, we are just getting
Yeah.
it in one word, so that's okay. Main
Yeah.
concern is about the all those
Yeah.
sentences,
All
paragraphs
those
we are
reports.
getting, right?
Yes.
All those
Yeah.
things only.
Correct. So the thing is, depending on how you ask the question to the ChatGPT, okay, if you're
Okay.
able to give a good prompt, then it is able to interpret for you. I have people,
Okay.
users, who told me that when this lady actually faced a situation with the daughter is growing up, and then there is rebellion. Yeah. So she submitted the database reports, all the emotions, etc., into the AI ChatGPT. And then the question was, how should she be dealing with the situation for the daughter? Yeah.
Okay.
And based on the reports, ChatGPT actually recommended parenting tips for her to deal with her
Oh,
daughter. Yeah, based on
okay.
what came out. And she told me that, yeah, actually it was good advice for her. She never thought of that. You know or not? Yeah. But it could be as simple as that, your daughter is around this age, just give her that freedom and responsibility to make decisions and all that. But to her, it's like she never thought of that. She has been dealing with the child. It's like, you are always my children, whether you're 20, 30 years old, it's always parent child. But to her, reading it objectively from the AI actually caused her to see things from a different perspective. So it said that it actually helped her. Okay? Yeah. So
Yeah.
give the correct prompting, it may actually help. Yes. Yeah.
Sure, Christy.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. But to what extent it is interpreting the percentages, maybe not. But I think it is collating all the statements together to actually do the interpretation.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's a good question. Okay. Next one. I think there is a question here. Padmini's question is this. My husband has a blocked carotid artery. What program should I run? So carotid artery is around here. So blockage means likely is fatty deposits causing the narrowing of the artery. So use circulation, but you also have to check what is the blood pressure of your husband, whether it's normal. Okay, yeah. So for blockage, we will do skin programs, skin beauty programs. Okay, when you do the 5x5, it becomes out beauty or skin. It is referring to the elasticity of the artery. Because if there is fatty deposits and the narrowing, so the wall becomes hardened. So when you use skin programs or beauty with the skin one, it is to increase the elasticity so that it can expand and move a little bit to accommodate changes in blood pressure. The other one which you can use is circulation. Okay, circulation. You find them in bioenergetic harmony, circulation, meridian, there is circulation. Okay, cell wave, there's also circulation. I think it's called the general circulation or something like that. Okay, yeah. But if the blood pressure is high, avoid using fitness circulation. There's a circulation in fitness. So recently the feedback was somebody used the fitness circulation and find that the blood pressure actually went higher instead of normalizing it. So when I think about it, then I said, yeah, it's true because the fitness is during exercise, etc. So therefore, the circulation there is actually meant to meet the oxygen demand and the blood pressure demand during exercise. So if you have hypertension, avoid the fitness circulation, but the rest are fine. Okay, so the circulation is meant for blood flow. Okay, so it's good. Under meridian, there is a fatty degeneration. Okay, so you can use fatty degeneration, you can use the meridian lever programs to break down the fats that is around the artery. The other one is under deep cycle. Deep cycle will be the one about the flow. Okay, yeah. So that's for the circulatory system. Okay, free flow. Yeah. So those are the programs that you can use, but it's not something that will change overnight, because the breakdown of the fatty tissues will take time. Okay. All right. Any more? Let me see. Next one is Ashish. Her question is, what should be the time gap between two programs in pink and blue? So in the blue is unlimited, right? So any duration is fine. For the pink, usually we would recommend a 15-minute break in between where you will drink water. All right, so if you use the pink app, it actually break down and use up a lot of water from your body. So for best effect, drink a glass of water before you start, and then drink a bit throughout. And then at the end of a program, drink water, another glass, before you proceed to the next program. Okay, because only when you are well hydrated that the frequency can flow, especially if you're using the microcurrent electrodes. Okay, all right. Then next question is Padmini again. Nasal allergy. What are the programs for nasal allergy? There are a few. Under bioenergetic harmony, there is sensitivity. Okay, you can use that. Under meridians, there is allergy. Meridians, okay, under allergy. And then under deep cycle, there is also sensitive. I think the first program in there, so you can use that as well. Okay. Then in the MagHealy, okay, you have one which is for the sinus. Okay, under McMakin, you can use that. Okay. Okay, so that's nasal allergy. Yeah. Okay, another one for meridian is at the nose area, right? The large intestine meridian, all right, also help in this area over here. All right, then the rest will be breath of life. Okay, breath of life under deep cycle. Okay, the next one, let's see. Okay, honor. Okay, is Healy HighWave much better than the coil in making coaching wish come true? Okay, now whether it's coaching or any of the blue app, when you use the blue app with Healy, you are not supposed to use HighWave or coil or the electrodes. It's just the device, Healy device alone. Okay or not? Right? Yeah. So please take note when you use any of the blue app with Healy, there should be no attachment. Even if you put the coil there, you should remove everything. It's just the Healy device alone. Okay. So the next layer of the question is for coaching intention to come through more quickly is to look at the size of your goal. If you make very, very big goals, it will take a longer time and harder to actually manifest. So you see whether your goal can be broken down to smaller steps. That's one. Now, the other one is to look at where your energy is. Okay. If your energy is very, very low, it takes slightly longer for you to actually cleanse your energy and raise your vibration. Now, to raise your vibration is something that you do every day because the energy shift and change very quickly, very easily. So let's say if your energy is not yet stable, so if you stop for 1-2 days, the energy is going to come back down slowly, lower. And then after that, when you start again, it's going to pick up from where it drops. Okay or not? So be very consistent in raising your energy. So it will take 2-3 months before it will stabilize. Like let's say it go up, 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 up. If you don't do it, it might drop down a little bit. Okay, but each time if you do it consistently, it will go up slowly to a new higher level and it will stay there for a longer period of time. Okay, now so be very consistent whether or not you're making intention is to raise your energy. Yeah, so the higher your energy, the faster it is. And it has to complement also with your thoughts. So you cannot have any negative thoughts because that actually clashes and bring your energy down. So it's interfering. So whatever that you want, you have to all the time, okay, manifest and be able to see it very clearly in your mind what that manifestation is. So the more you resonate, right, the more you amplify the energy. Okay. All right. Anyone raise hand? None. Okay, I'll go on with reading the questions. Next question is Shaila Murthy. It shows stones and oil. Also how to decode it. So when you use the Gem Elixir, which is the gemstones, and the essential oils, you just look at either the present state, okay, the present state or the description of your emotions, okay. So I can't remember how they are worded. Sometimes they are worded according to the emotions that you are currently feeling. Sometimes they are worded in the outcome after you use the vibration. Okay, now. So if it's worded in a positive phrase, okay, let's say it says that when you vibrate this particular stone energy, you will feel self-confident, for example. That means that the person actually lacks self-confidence. So that when you vibrate that particular frequency, that is the outcome that you will get from it. Okay. All right. So that's for the statements. Then look at statements that are 60% or higher, because that is the one that you are currently showing those emotions. The more intense the emotion, the higher the percentage. So let's say if they are in their 50s, in their 40s, I won't even bother to read the statements or do the vibration, because these are very normal day-to-day emotions. All right. Yeah. So I will skip and go to the next database to check, because somewhere there might be other lists that actually carry higher percentage for your emotions. So you should actually be vibrating those lists. Yeah. Okay. The next question is, does frequency clears kidney stones? Well, we can't expect that the frequency here can clear the kidney stones or can break any of the kidney stones into something smaller. We don't do that, okay? You can use programs that support your kidney, all right? So you have a kidney male, female in deep cycle. You have also kidney male, female in MagHealy under the obsidian. Okay, then you have all the detox programs like Go Cycle Pure, support your kidney and liver. Then what else? Then impurities under bioenergetic harmony, impurities. So you can use programs like this to support all these detox organs. Well, sometimes it may naturally flush it out. Sometimes it may not. So it is better that you go and get a proper scan to check how big are those kidney stones. Because if they are very big, okay, the doctors will have their ways to actually break down the stones, or it has to be surgical. Okay, so please, please, please go and get a proper scan before you actually use the Healy to try to bring it out. Okay or not? So take it seriously, go and check, because large stones can actually injure the kidney. So you must go and get a proper scan to determine the size of the stones. Okay. Now, what is 5x7 analysis? Okay. Now, when you use the Healy Blue app, right? Under the Healy Blue app, the first one is the Healy resonance. So when you analyze all Healy, you will get top 5, right? They will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are the 5. And then each one of these 5, you go back to the Healy resonance and then analyze again. So let's say it shows, the top one, let's say meridian 1. Then you go to meridian 1, then it will tell you whether it's allergy, whether it's liver, fatty degeneration, whatever that comes out. So that will be 5x5. And then the other 2 is you go back to that front page. The second one is MagHealy resonance. That is where you will choose classic and MagHealy to do the analysis. Okay, so this is what I call the 5x5, 5x7. Okay, so when you collectively put together all the list, you see which are the issues that is highlighted a few times. If it repeated, that means those are more urgent, more important that you need. Then you also look at all the percentages. If it's more than 60%, those are the ones that you have to use the pink app to run that specific program for your body. Okay or not? So that is like a health profile that you can actually do every week. Okay, just to see what is going on in your body and to look for the programs that your body needs for that particular week. Okay. Okay, Kertida asks, does Healy HighWave create extra heat in the body like mouth blisters? Yes, heat is generated. So therefore, when you use the HighWave, do not put it to 100%. Okay or not? So I have had many members who told me that they use 100%, 100%. Then I went to try it myself. 100%, my body cannot take it. So it depends very much on the individual. For me, I can't take it because when I use 100%, I get jaw pain. Okay, jaw pain became inflamed. My mouth tissue. Okay, I did not get like blisters, but I know that the most sensitive part for me is my mouth tissue. So the jaw, the gum starts to feel pain. So, but when I bring it down to the normal, that means when the white light appear, I just stop there. So mine is usually about 60%. Okay, and I was fine. Okay, even if I used 3 programs that day with just at 60%, I was fine. Okay, or not? So it is generating the heat because of the resistance. Let's say if your body is dehydrated, then the heat, the water actually helps to absorb excess heat. So it helps to moderate the temperature. And then if you don't have enough water, so you will feel the extra heat. If you use too high a percentage, because it's the high frequency 5 megahertz wave that is being circulating in your body. Okay or not? So there is energy generated. So therefore it can actually be too hot for your body. All right? Yeah. So don't go for very, very high percentage. Just see the white light. As long as it's stable, not blinking, then it's good enough. Okay? Yeah. Doesn't have to be too high. Okay. Carly's question is, in order to increase vitamin B, which program can we run? Okay, this is under digital nutrition. Okay, digital nutrition mixture 2, you have vitamin intake. There's one which is called vitamin intake. So all the vitamins are there. So you can use the pink app for vitamin intake for your vitamin D. Now, there is no one program that just give you the vitamin D directly, but there are many programs in digital nutrition that actually, okay, there are actually many programs in digital nutrition mix that actually have the vitamin D. So what you can do is you can go to the Blue app, and then in the Blue app, right? So what you do in the Blue app is analyze digital nutrition and see what are the top 5 programs that is given to you. Okay, so you just use that. All right. Yeah. Okay, so if not, just use vitamin intake in the pink app. Because usually you're not just short of a vitamin D like that. Okay or not? So because vitamins are actually works together with other minerals. Okay, other minerals. So therefore, when they recommend the programs, they recommend the combination that you will need. Okay, yeah. So it is better to receive the frequency as a blend rather than a single mineral or a single vitamin. Okay. Okay, Poonam's question. Lately, I'm finding the subtle metric as part of the bioenergetic defense system to be high. Yes, even though I'm staying in the same house. Profession. Parameters are high for both me and my husband. Why would this be happening and what can be done? Okay, now during this period, it has been for quite a number of months that bioenergetic defense, when you actually analyze, it will come out a few. These three, there happens to be three that keep appearing together in that top five. Planet is one of them, geopathy and subtle. Okay, this is three, which I see very common in many people and in higher percentage. Especially, you also look out for the movement of the planets. You know or not? So you can listen to certain astrological podcasts or reports where they will tell you, okay, this particular period, there is a movement of a big planets. For example, like Jupiter or sometimes Saturn or Neptune, when they move and occupy different angles. So it depends on one, your own sign, okay? Yeah, and how that particular planet is affecting you. Also your location, because it is actually universal. So when they actually occupy different angles, different degrees in the entire universal system, so it depends on where you are located and how you are receiving the energy of those planets. So you will be affected in different ways. All right. So if both husband and wife are getting it, that means it is actually environmental. Okay or not? So these are planetary movement and your location happens to receive more. So therefore you are affected more and the percentage will go up. Okay? Yeah. So there's nothing you can do other than using the defense. So you can actually turn it on like 4 hours, 9 hours if you feel the influence is strong on you. If not, you can actually do what? You can actually how to say? Use the pink app for the subtle to bring it down, okay, and see whether that will help you or not. Okay or not? Yeah. So these are the bigger environment. There's nothing we can do except to just wait it out and minimize the influence on us. Okay, next question is from Lata. What are the programs for gluten-free allergy? Okay, you treat it as sensitivity, all right, whether it's gluten or pollen, etc., etc. So one is to clean your system. Okay, so to clean your system will be Go Cycle Pure. Okay, then you have Bioenergetic Harmony Impurities, and then Deep Cycle, the detox program. Okay, so this is if the impurity, the substance is already in your body, you can only cleanse it, let it leave the system. The other one is the sensitivity program in bioenergetic harmony. Okay, that one can be sensitive to temperature, sensitive to food, sensitive to dust, etc. Use that. And then under the meridian, there is allergy as well. Okay, so use that also. Okay, Curtidus have another question. Tight calf muscle and heaviness in the leg. Okay, this I do not know whether is this water retention. Is this a circulatory issue when you say heaviness in the leg? So is it circulatory or nerve? Okay, yeah. So let's suppose is a water retention issue. Okay, and therefore the muscles and all that are not free to move. So you feel that the whole entire tissue is swollen, heavy. Then you can use circulation. Meridian, there is a lymph. Okay, and then circulation all the circulation program and hormone, okay? Because for the kidney to remove all this excess water requires antidiuretic hormone, okay? So what happens is if your body is not producing that particular hormone enough in quantity, so the kidney actually do not allow these to actually leave the body. So therefore, all the water is actually stuck in the body. So hormonal balance, besides using circulation, is to use the kidney programs, okay, to allow all this excess water to leave the body. That's one, assuming that it is water retention. Now, the second one is the heaviness in the legs, all that has to do with nerves, okay? Your nervous system, because nerve and the neurotransmitters communicate with the muscle. So if you don't have enough, let's say, neurotransmitters, then what happens is the muscle will move, okay? Muscle will move. And so therefore use all the nerve related programs. In the bioenergetic harmony, you have nerves. In the vitalization, there's nerve. In meridian, there is nerve. Okay. And under deep cycle, there is nerve. Okay. I do not know how old is this person. Sometimes you may use digital nutrition as well. Under that, there is nutrition that is needed for nervous function. Okay. Okay. So you need nerves to communicate with the muscles. Otherwise, the muscle is as good as paralyzed and not working. All right. So you need the nerves. Now, the other one is actually your muscle contraction. Calf muscle is tight, means that after contracting, it does not know how to relax. So for the muscle to work, the muscle fiber is it contract, it will then relax, so that when it receives the next nerve signals, then it will contract again, and then you will relax. So it has to be a constant relaxation and contraction kind of function. So under fitness, if you look at fitness, there is deep relaxation. Okay, you can use that. Then the other one will be strength. Okay, there is muscle strength, muscle harmony, all this, muscle stamina. So all these can be used. So I do not know what other condition this person have, whether the person is needing physiotherapy, wheelchair bound, or whatsoever that lead to this kind of condition, if they're bedridden, etc. So there still must be movement of the legs, the limb, even if the person is not able to move the body. Okay, so as to allow circulation to take place. Okay or not? Yeah. So so that is for the muscle. Okay. The other one will be the nerve, the sciatica that is leading down the back of the feet. So you can also use that for the calf muscles, okay, to see whether that helps or not. So you got to try multiple. If not, just do the 5x5 to see whether there are any programs that is very high in percentage. So that will give you a clue as well. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Nitya, you have anything to add?
No, Chris, I have another question. So, shall I wait for you to complete or shall I ask now?
Okay, I have a few more. Let me finish that
Sure,
first.
Christi.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Maria Carla. Instead of a 5x5 analysis, is it also possible to carry out an analysis of all the individual program groups in order to obtain a more accurate results? No. Okay. One is you don't have time to analyze all the 26, and by the time you finish, you'll be confused, and it's not sustainable to actually analyze all the 26. Okay. Now, why should you do the 5x5? Because some people will do like what you said, analyze everything. Then they say, how come this particular program did not appear in the 5x5? But when I analyze individually, the programs inside actually carry a higher percentage than the actual 5x5. Okay, now, you see, when you work on your health, it is not that, okay, I have this issue and therefore I must deal with it now. Example that I've given to you before is, this is a very new Healy user. He just bought the Healy and he has actually a kidney failure. He's already going through dialysis. His first 5x5 analysis, not a single kidney program was recommended by him for him. You know, in the 5x5, you know what was recommended? Sleep, beauty. All right. And then he was so upset. How come? Not a single kidney. He said, I am on dialysis, you know. Okay. Because there is layers that you have to build upon first. Because job came out, sleep came out. That means that this person's body is so low in energy, so tired, so lack of sleep, that Healy will say, this is what you must do first. Okay? Go and sleep, deal with it, all the tiredness, all the fatigue, the exhaustion, etc., etc. So that's the first layer to actually build on. Okay or not? So it's the same as building a house, right? Or any building, right? The first layer is foundation. So they'll spend months actually piling, just put in all the vertical columns into the ground. And all they do is tong, 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 pile all the thing. Yeah. You cannot say, let me build the roof first. Okay, let me put in the windows first. And then by the time you finish, okay, then you're going to do the part. Cannot. Okay, cannot. So although other programs there may actually carry higher percentage than your top 5 analysis, okay, those are programs that you need. But in terms of the priority, is not there yet. Okay, it's not there yet. Okay, not. So therefore, you got to trust your energetic field, okay, to know that which is actually the priority. Yeah, so the 5x5 actually give you the priority. So sometimes people will find that, hey, how come the number 5, when I do the detailed analysis, the percentage there is much higher than my top one, number 1, which is all normal percentage. Okay, but in the whole process of repairing and harmonizing the body, the number 1 is a higher priority than the 5th one. Yeah, it's like that. It's like baking a cake. You have to do this in that steps in the recipe. You cannot jump the gun. Okay. So that's the reason why I still suggest you do the 5x5. Okay. Unless you have the time and then you want to explore that once in a while, it's okay. But to do like what you suggest, all the 26 or the 28 program, everyone go and analyze and then pick up the high percentage. It is not in the order of priority for your body. Okay? Yeah, that's what I would say lah. Okay? Okay. Dr. Seema's question, what is watch program and what is it used for? Now, Healy used to have one device which is already obsolete. Okay. Yeah. The watch that we used to have is actually to monitor your heart indicators. Okay. Although the watch is already obsolete, the programs are still made available to us in the Blue app. So watch, you will see heart rate variability, tension, pressure, etc. Right? Rigidity, all this is referring to the heart and your circulatory system. Okay or not? The other one is watch DN, watch digital nutrition. That means these are nutrition that will actually support your heart. Okay, and the third one is watch meridian. So there used to be a device where the constant monitoring is there, and then there is an app, and then you turn on the app. It's like those fitness tracker that we have out there right now. There are a lot of all these in the market. So it tracks your heart indicators and the meridian. So you can actually, from the watch, vibrate meridian programs or vibrate watch programs for your heart. Yeah. So now it's no longer there. The device is not there, but you can still use the watch program. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Maria's question is on iron deficiency. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, not never take a mineral, never take a vitamin on its own. Okay, because they do not function alone. Okay, they function together. For example, bone growth, right? For bone, you don't take calcium alone because you need vitamin D, you need calcium, you need zinc, you need magnesium to make bones. Okay or not? So if there's an iron deficiency or any of the mineral or vitamin deficiency, go to digital nutrition, do the analysis, and then let it select the program for you. Because each program is a blend of vitamins, mineral, amino acids, including fatty acids. Okay, so you have the complete blend, which is much better. Okay, Nitya's your question. Okay, you want to ask verbally, Nitya? Is that your
Yes,
question?
Christi.
What programs to run, is it?
No, actually, I have a different question.
Oh, okay,
Both you
okay.
can maybe answer.
Mm, mm.
So the
Yeah,
one
go ahead.
question that I have now is actually for my aunt Christi, she was having a lots of very chronic knee pain for so many years. So what I
Mm,
did without doing the analysis, I myself chose joint and joint bone program, the MagHealy. I started running it. She started getting more pain actually. The pain became very
mm,
severe. So I immediately
mm,
stopped it. Then I did the analysis for
mm,
the McMacken program. So
mm,
she got tendon harmony. So
mm,
when I did tendon harmony for one knee, after doing the tendon harmony, the pain completely went off. But
mm,
for the other knee, the same tendon harmony, when I kept on the other knee, the pain was still the same. She couldn't feel any improvement. So why it is the difference? So for
mm.
the next
Yeah,
knee, what program should I run or what to do, Christy, in this case?
yeah. Don't be afraid when it's more painful. Okay.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. Because let's say when somebody have issues, right? When let's say they are a new starter in any Healy program, not just the knee program. Basically, it can be any program. There are three ways in which a person can respond. One is they immediately feel good. Wow, then they will have blessings and praises for the device. The other one is they use and then they say nothing is happening. I don't feel anything. That's a possibility. Okay. And the third one is it went south, it went worse. Okay or not? Now, when it comes to pain, when it becomes worse, it means that it's actually doing a lot of detoxification and cleaning up at that particular place. It's stimulating nerve, and nerve, when you stimulate, becomes extra sensitive. So it becomes more painful. Okay or not? Yeah. So an old injury may reappear, okay, or it may worsen because why? Okay, because that is where they start to dig out a lot of the old tissues, necrotic tissues, and all that. It starts to clean up all the systems there. So they will be sending, like, let's say, your immune cells, your housekeeping cells to that area, and they will start wearing away, chomp away all the dead tissues, all the bad stuff before the rebuilding takes place. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where people can become more sensitive where your nerve is concerned. they become more sensitive in a particular area, and then it can become more painful. Yeah. But just don't be afraid. They can manage the pain. You use other programs to actually manage the pain, bring it down, but don't stop. It means that there is a response there. Yeah. Okay.
I get it.
So it's a good thing. You have another question that says, what programs to run if someone has a sudden high or low blood pressure? Okay. You have to see under what circumstance that is. Okay. Did they just suddenly stood up? Okay. Yeah. Or did they bend down and then suddenly they stand up? So therefore the blood pressure drop high or low is because of adjustment to their surrounding. That's one. Sometimes it's nerves. So sometimes they have pinching of nerve somewhere along the neck that connects to the heart. You know or not? So if they're at a certain posture, it might just pinch on it and then suddenly it will just go up and down. So depending on whether it's a vagus nerve, then it will drop. If it's some other nerve that is excitatory, then it will just shoot up. So you have to see whether how long does it last. Okay, if it's short momentarily, that means it's just a sudden movement or stimulation of those nerves. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Mm,
get, Christi.
okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Mina, do you want to ask your question, Mina?
Yeah, hi Christy. Thank you
Hi.
so much for explaining each and every question so beautifully, very clear.
Yeah,
So
that's
my
good.
question,
That's good.
Christy, is my mom got an operation for fissures around 8 months back, and
For
after
what
that she's
operation?
not
Operation? Sorry,
fissures,
operation?
fissures,
Wait,
anal surgery. Some fissures was there. We call it as fissures.
can you spell it? I don't quite get it.
F F.
The fascia, is it? FASCIA.
Yeah.
Ah,
Fissures.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So after that, she's not able to control her stool movement. It approximately 35 times a day, which she's not able to control. She's lost her sense. And somehow I'm not able to. And when finally we got an MRI done and CT scan, it says that nerves have been cut. Multiple nerves have been cut. So how can I help her? I just wondering. She's
Mm,
literally gone weak, not able to, and she literally cries also because she's not able to go anywhere. Matlab, her bedside is just near the washroom.
yeah. Yeah. Correct.
So
That's very unfortunate. So those are the actually undesirable side effects when you go for a surgery, because in the surgery, when they cut, sometimes the surrounding tissues are actually cut or injured, and therefore can lead to this. So usually during a surgery, either some of the minor nerves are affected. If not, it will be the meridian, the energy flow. Yeah. So after surgery, I do not know about the 5x5, whether skin or scar actually appear. Okay. So if scar appear, how long was the surgery? Just now you
it's
mentioned, right? When was
almost 8 months plus. I would rather say 9 months.
okay,
From
8 to 9
that time, she's
months.
almost bedridden. Matlab, she hardly moves. Matlab,
Oh
very scared
dear.
to go anywhere.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Okay. So if it has been some time ago, sometimes they form scar, which is keloid, keloid tissues inside, you can't see. So that kind of hardening of the tissue can affect the bioenergy movement. It can actually affect the connective tissue, the nervous tissue, the surrounding tissues, etc., and prevent the proper function. So if there is a scar system, if it comes out in the 5x5, means that there are scar inside. Okay, sometimes it come out skin, so you can use that as well. You can do vitalization, bioenergetic vitalization, where this one do the regeneration one. So that means if there are nervous tissues that has been injured, etc., there is nerves.
The
Okay, there's
doctor has
nerves.
also said that her muscles have gone weak. She doesn't have that's why the sense. So frankly
Okay.
speaking, I was using more of nerve and muscles, but it was
Ah,
just helping a little bit, not much.
yeah. Yes,
Mm.
vitalization. You use vitalization. There is regeneration 1, regeneration 2, regeneration 3. That is actually for stimulation of stem cells, to actually grow new cells for repair. So you see, you can analyze to see what comes out for her. There are nerves, cell harmony is for all the cells. There's also youth, and then there is stability, holistic connective tissues. So see what comes out when you analyze. There's at the top 5. Those are the programs that you can use. So this will help the regeneration should there be any injury. And then meridian as well. So meridian flow actually get disrupted. Okay. So the energy is needed. Otherwise, the body is weak, cannot move because the energy is not flowing. So you got to use the meridian for that. Yeah. So fascia is under connective tissue. Okay. Yeah. So you can try the regeneration and also give her digital nutrition because if she's not eating well, then her nutrients may not be enough for her to
But
make new
she's got very
tissues.
scared. Well, it's like watery thing, whatever she eats or not eat. Especially during the night. I still wonder why it happens during night. Around 2 a.m. it starts until 11 p.m. Like it's almost 25 to 30 times. And then more, after, like during the daytime, it's like the frequency is after 1 hour or something like that. But if 24 into 7, if you calculate 24, it's 30, 35 more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So at night it becomes very frequent.
yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, there's some emotional baggage also, but still, this thing is the test
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
this.
you can clear the emotions part. At night is actually the liver meridian. And liver has to do with muscle and nerve. Okay, the liver meridian. You can support the liver meridian, the liver function, which is associated with liver, nerve and muscle. Yeah. But the 30 and 35 times is all loose stools, is it? All loose stools.
Yes, yes, it's
Yeah.
almost watery. And
Mm.
sometimes, like she says, I'm not eaten also, then it's also sometimes, but it's more of watery. But
Yeah.
the sense is gone.
Yeah, okay. Intestines, the bioenergetic harmony, there is intestines, and then probiotics, friendly flora. Okay, if she's afraid to eat, now all the more she will need the digital nutrition.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I tried, but not much of results. Yeah, but some other programs which I haven't used. So let's see. I'll try it again on her.
Yeah, you try that and see what happens. Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask one more question, Christy?
Yes. Yeah.
So the gums are getting weak. So teeth harmony is not helping much. The gums are getting weaker. The teeth are still shaky. So what programs would you suggest?
Okay. Digital nutrition. All right. Under digital nutrition, there is something for teeth.
Yeah.
Gum. Okay. Look for that. The other one, which is for the gum, is actually the spleen meridian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the spleen meridian actually controls your lips and your oral health. Okay, spleen. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, wow. So wonderfully explained. And any program would you suggest for sunburn? I've got sunburn out here in the back. It's not
Skin
going.
program.
Yeah.
Use the skin
It's not
program.
helping. I
If
was
you
just
have obsidian, do you have
yeah. So
obsidian? Okay, obsidian,
sunburn.
there is one which is the sun skin,
Sunburn.
right? So yeah, you can
So
try that
I'm
as
trying
well.
it. I'm right now putting it out. Is it okay on the back?
Yeah. Yes.
So let's
Yeah.
see. I'm working on it. The last 1 month I'm using, but the itching has gone, but the scar is still there.
Okay. All right.
And
You
it's
can try
almost
that.
15, 17 years long back. So might take time. That's what I
Oh,
just
you
wanted
mean
to
the
confirm.
Oh, you mean the sunburn has been there the scar has been there for a long time, is it?
Yeah. It's almost 16,
Okay.
17 years.
I see.
That is something
Okay.
blackish. It's gone blotching, and sometimes it becomes itchy also.
Okay. You try the impurity and then the skin programs, all the skin programs doesn't work. Is it?
I
Like
tried. It didn't work much. But I feel this sunburn is working better because the
Okay.
itching is less.
Yeah.
I didn't try impurities.
Yeah. The impurities. And then if it's the back, right? Bladder meridian.
Okay.
Bladder meridian. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so
All
much,
right.
Christian. I just messaged. I wanted all the details for this
Ah,
database programs in short. Sometimes we really get confused. What is Alaskan gem for? What is Australian bush for? If you can just give in one words, that would be a help for us.
one word. Okay.
Like
Gem.
Bachelor, I feel it's
Okay. Gem Elixir is more for the chakras. Okay. If your chakra
Okay.
energy is low, let's say your aura analysis shows all your chakra very low, you can actually give it a quick boost using the Gem Elixir. Okay.
Okay.
Bush
Australian bush.
flower. Yeah. Bush flower, bug flower, homeopathy. These are for emotions. Okay. Yeah. Then courage is for courage. And then you have plant power. Plant power is spirituality, for spiritual growth, and also for certain emotions. That means when your energy is stuck, you can actually get the plant power to actually help you. Then Schussler's salt. Schussler's salt is interesting because there are two. It's psychosomatic. At the top statement, it tells you your psycho. What is your emotions? And then at the bottom, you read the description. No, don't read the long description. The last there is a statement that will tell you which part of the body tissue is actually affected. Yeah. So sometimes it will show metabolism, sometimes it will show nerve. And then it will tell you, okay, these emotions in the long term has actually affected your nerve or affected your joints, etc. So it actually tells you what the emotions has actually caused to your physical health. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. And sometimes it shows the animal program for us. So how can we resonate with this as us? If we are doing 5x5 analysis, it shows animal
And
program for us also.
okay, yeah, it doesn't matter because our system is very much similar to the animals. Even animals, we can actually use the human programs for them as well. Okay, na? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not to worry,
Thank you so
you just need to look at what are the issues that actually comes out in the animal one. Yeah. Okay. Ken? All right.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Yeah.
Thank
Okay. Come back to Sonia. Okay.
Hi, Christi.
Yes.
Good afternoon. So, Ashton,
Yeah.
am I audible?
Yes.
The question is, maker, but something similar to it. Is it safe for them to use Healy?
Yeah, I can't hear the rest.
I'm
Okay, now you're totally inaudible. Okay, maybe you can type your question out. Okay, you want to try again? I can't hear. Are you typing your question? Teeth program. Teeth program is in the pink app. You will see them in digital nutrition. Okay. Yeah, under digital nutrition is the teeth program. If not, you will use local stimulation. Under local stimulation, program 3. Okay, program 3 is actually for your oral pain, discomfort, all that is under program 3 in stimulation. Okay, if someone has a pacemaker kind of device in the body, is it safe for them to use Healy? Okay, blue app, no problem. Okay, use the blue app or use it with the coil. Healy with the coil in the pink app. Okay, not supposed to use the electrodes and microcurrent, and then don't use the HighWave as well. So use the coil or the blue app. Okay, blue app is actually less risk. Start with the blue app, get the body to adapt to it first before they even use the coil. Okay, low percentage, not too high. Okay, adapt slowly, not too many programs, once a day, observe for 1 week, and then after that, slightly more frequent. Okay, yeah. MagHealy can. Okay, low percentage. So don't straight away use high percentage and then shock the body. You know, even at 15%, 20%, just let the body, because there will be an increase in bioenergy flow. Okay or not? So, but if you actually slowly increase over time, 1 week, maybe run 1 program a day, okay, or 2-3 times a week, start with that. So as the bioenergy flow increase, then it's not a shock to the heart, to the pacemaker. Okay or not? So with adaptation, then the body can adjust. Yeah. All right. Okay. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for your question. Okay, let's come back here to answer a few more. Just now there was one, how to raise your energy, right? I saw that. How to raise your energy by Padmini. So every time you use any of the Healy program, you are raising your energy of different tissues, different cells, different organs in your body. Okay. To raise it in a more systematic manner, that means your whole overall body is actually the chakra. So you can either use the pink app chakra program, or you can use the blue app chakra program to run, or the aura analysis, and then run for a extended period of time, at least 1 hour to 4 hours. Okay, extended period of time, so that it's sustained. You know, when it brings your energy level up, it's sustained. Okay, the other one is the chakra, the meridian, which is for your bioenergy flow. So when you use the meridian, you unblocked. Okay, so you can do it more systematically, meaning that it's every single meridian. There are like 12 meridians programs that you have. So you use every single one of them to do the unblocking. Okay, so when you actually strengthen your energy center, your chakra, and your meridians, when your energy starts to flow, your whole energy. So that kind of raising energy is actually more consistent and more permanent than randomly selecting one program here and there. Yeah, so chakra, meridian is your base energy. All right, that's your base energy. Okay. So when you go intense, it will be the pink app. Then once you've finished running all those 12 meridians and the second 7 chakras, then you can use the blue app, you know, at least 1 hour daily. Select the top 5 and then run it, so that sort of sustain it. So if you don't do that, then you can use the aura analysis to actually sustain your energy from there. Okay. All right. And not just sustaining the energy, you must know how to protect your energy. Okay, that means whether you are staying at home or whether you go out and meet people, whether you have a lot of social activity, you go to crowded places, those are places where your energy is stolen, okay, is sucked by other people. So raising your energy and protecting your energy means you run the defense. Bioenergetic Defense in the blue app, okay, you vibrate that. Or you use the MagHealy energy clearing, put it in your handbag or your backpack, wherever you go that you are vibrating at least 40%, okay, to protect your own space, to keep away the energy suckers, okay, that will bring your energy down. Okay. A weight loss, Poonam's question is, I would request you to look at the recording, the past recording when I had a full 1.5 hour session on weight loss, because there are so many aspects to weight loss. So you got to refer to that, all right? The next question by Motorola Edge. Polycystic kidney disease. Okay, this is a kidney, so support your kidney. All the kidney programs in Deep Cycle, kidney male, kidney female, Meridian, kidney, bladder, and then where else? MagHealy also has the detox program. Then there is kidney, night, male, female one, the night program, actually under MagHealy Obsidian. Okay, so you can use all those programs for kidney. Now, very likely for people with kidney condition, they have a lot of fears, F-E-A-R, fears in their life, okay, and stress as well. So, vagus nerve, that is to help you to actually relax, go and do all the emotions database, okay, and you can see actually what happens before this kidney disease actually do appear. There are certain trauma, okay, so go and clear all those emotions. Yeah, so it could be certain intense emotions, or it could be related to sexuality, okay, not because the kidney and the sex organs are actually related. So do check that as well. How to check the sexuality one is the aura. So when you do the aura analysis, you see whether the sacral chakra is always very weak. That means keep appearing as one of the weak areas. Okay, so that is telling you that there are issues related to sexuality, parenting that is affecting the kidney as well. Okay. All right. Uma Rani.
Yes. Hi,
Do you want to
Christi.
ask your question? Yes.
Hi, Christi.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes. So my question is, which programs to run for uterus fibroids, which are microfibroids, very, very small, like it's microfibroids. So no other symptoms except acne on face and slightly heavy bleeding only for 1 to 2 days. That's all. So what programs to run?
Okay, all right. Fibroids. Kalai also got a similar question. How to clear fibroids, cysts, all this. Okay. For fibroids, somebody used Gold Cycle Pure 3 times a day. Gold Cycle Pure. Okay. 3 times a day and cleared the fibroids. So she was supposed to actually schedule for surgery. And somebody advised her to use Gold Cycle Pure 3 times a day, and she tried that in about 1-2 months. When she went back for a follow-up checkup, it has reduced in size. And she advised another friend to also do the same, and they also see good results. Okay, but this is not a promise of cure, so you can follow that, okay, and see how that works for you. Now, the female reproductive system is located at where the sacral chakra is located. So other programs that you can use will be the sacral chakra, root chakra. Okay, and then you see whether for meridians, what passes through that area. Okay, at the back, it will be the bladder meridian. At the front here, it will be the kidney, liver, spleen, stomach meridians that passes through the front. So you want to make sure that these whole areas here, the energy is clear. Okay, then all the related ones, hormone related ones. For example, you have mature women. Then you also have, if you're still having menstruation, there is a women local. Okay, you can use the women local when you are not bleeding, when you're not having your menses. Mature women, that is to balance any of the hormones there. Okay, now usually when cysts appear, these are actually most of the time is energy blockage, circulation, your blood as well. If it's not flowing smoothly, right? Let's say the blood carries good stuff as well as waste product. So let's say at certain parts, when there is a blockage, energy blockage, etc., where the fluid, when it comes, okay, cannot flow fast, but it slows down. When it slows down, is all where all the rubbish actually get dumped in that area. And then over time, it becomes a rubbish dump. And that's where all the tissues will start to harden and form cysts and all these tissues. Yeah. So do that as well. Okay. And then also see if you have any sexuality related issues, motherhood, or your role as a wife. Okay. Whether you have past trauma that is related to all this in your relationships. Okay. Yeah, so also clear that, okay, because all these are things that you hold on to, so you can use the aura analysis to check whether the sacral chakra statements will appear, okay? So clear all that. Okay, Uma?
Yes, got
Is
it.
it
Thank you.
clear, huh? Okay, all right,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Okay, Rajini's question. Basic question. Okay, let me see here. What is the optimum reading one should look for when we do analysis and run a program? Okay, just now we were talking about the 5x5 or 5x7, correct? So when you get the reports, basically all the reports in the blue app, we look for normal range is between 40 to 60. That's normal, that's good. It's just like your blood pressure. Okay, blood sugar, there's a certain normal range. So 40 to 60, that is good, healthy, normal. Okay, 50, very good because that's the balance point. Above 60, from my observation, is that people actually starts to show symptoms when the percentage go 60% or higher. Okay, so the higher the percentage means the more disharmony is detected in that particular area. So that's no good. Okay, now? So if it's in the blue app, comes up in the report, you can actually choose programs that are above 60 to actually go and do it in the pink app, where you can spend more time on that particular program and then go deep and more direct to the body. Okay. Now, sometimes the number can go below 40. Okay, if the number go below 40, especially in the 30s and 20s, that's no good. Okay, that is not disharmony, but that is your energy is so low. Okay, energy to that particular tissue has aged. Is usually due to aging, and I see that a lot in people who are aging. Sometimes I do see it in younger people, but usually their health won't be good. Okay, not? So very small numbers in the 20s, in 30s, okay, that's also no good. That means you have to work on the energy supply, which is your chakra and meridian, if the percentages go very, very low. Okay, yeah. So, except all the reports is follow this, except for aura. Aura, the first page. Aura, the first page where you have all the colorful picture one. That one, it must be as high as possible. That's the only one where if you want your total energy, you want each of your chakra energy to be above 91%. That one high means good. That is the only page where you want the number to be as high as possible. Okay? All the other statement one should be between 40 to 60. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Then, Madhu's question. Any kind of infection, lung or bacterial infection? Okay. It should show in the 5x5. Okay. Yeah, like some time ago when I had my my infection, it was actually a throat infection. It was the new strain of COVID that I got in one of the travel. Then it actually appeared in Bioenergetic Harmony 2. So tonsil was high, impurity was high, and lung was high. So there's this three that actually do appear. Then what happened was, after I do not have phlegm anymore, then I still continue to cough, but it's colorless phlegm, and then none of that come out. Okay, the harmony and all that no longer show any of these numbers. In fact, my 5x5, everything was clear, and I was surprised. Why am I still coughing? But the Healy 5x5 is not showing me any of the program that is above 60%. So I went to see the doctor, and the doctor said that it is part of long COVID, and it is an allergic reaction. So it will take a while before the body clears all of these toxins in the body. So it actually extended. So your question here, okay, I do not know whether you are in the midst of the infection or not. If you are in the midst of the infection, it should show. Most likely it should show. If you have one Healy, then you can't compare. If you have several Healy, you use different Healy to actually do the analysis, it should show. If it's a true infection, it will show somewhere. Now, sometimes you have to see whether you continue to cough, but if it's an infection, you will have either yellow or green phlegm. That's a sign of infection because the immune cells actually turn into pus, which is the phlegm, and then it is expelled. If you are coughing and coughing and coughing, either it's a dry cough or it's a colorless phlegm, that means there is no infection. You may actually want to consider emotions, emotional cough. Were there thoughts about certain people? Were you complaining so much about certain people, their behavior, their actions, irritation? Is there anyone that is irritating you? That can sometimes be an emotions-induced kind of cough. So it's actually an irritation of your system. Check that. If your 5x5 is perfectly fine, then go to the emotions and then check the emotions. Okay? Yeah. But let's say, okay, if it's still an infection, then you can do bioenergetic harmony, bacteria. You can do impurities because sometimes they produce toxins in the body that may not be so easy to clear everything. And then your lung, breath of life, and then your chakra around here, which is your throat chakra, your heart chakra, where the lung is located. And then immune defense. Under defense, bioenergetic harmony, use that. So when I had that infection recently, when I used that, well, I only used one time. The next day, all the green phlegm actually started appearing. Yeah, so it's a booster for your immune system. So you can try that as well. Then in the MagHealy, you can use unpleasant sensation for water, body discomfort, and then detox programs. Okay, to actually help you with that. Okay, yeah, Sonia, would you like to ask your question?
Yeah, kindly suggest which program to be run for bettering the eye vision of eye.
Eye, is it? For the eye? Cannot hear you. Yeah, maybe for you, you can type your question for me. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Sonia.
Vision of eye.
I only heard 5. Vision, eye, vision. What 5? I heard 5. Okay, Shrida. Shrida.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Ma'am, my question is,
Which one?
what
Shital, is
program?
it? Is it
Yeah,
Shital?
Sheetal. Sheetal.
Shital. Oh,
Yeah.
Shital.
Yeah.
Shital. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ma'am, my question is, what program can we run for a very stubborn, angered, and deeply hurted husband to rebond a very good relationship with the in-laws again?
Okay. When a person has so much angry feelings, stubbornness, hurtful emotions, all that, I don't know whether you're staying together. If you're staying together, you can use the MagHealy Hemisphere under relationship, under family harmony. Okay. Energy clearing to clear that space. And then coherence. Coherence, it is to actually synchronize everybody. Okay, especially when you want to make up. If one person wants to make up and the other person do not want to make up, it's very hard to actually synchronize and talk. And that's where coherence come into the picture. Coherence. So coherence is very good when you want to make up after a quarrel, after some angry, hurtful feelings. Okay, so that every party involved will synchronize and then will cohere, yeah, unite. I would say unite in all the intention. So if you're all together in that room, in that space, MagHealy Hemisphere is very good for this. Now, on the individual level, you also have to work on the individual level because this sort of thing is usually not something recent or new. Okay, so some of these are actually trauma that takes place when they are much younger. Okay, and then is playing in the back at the subconscious level. So when certain things happen, when somebody say something, it just trigger. Okay, So it just trigger a certain reaction that sometimes they themselves have no control over. So in this kind of cases, you will have to work on the individual using the Blue app. Go and analyze, especially creative homeopathy psyche, because that is showing you the stress pattern. Okay, stress pattern. So when you use that, these are good for things that are repetitive. Okay, when you say that something is like tape recorder, when you say that something, they will react the same way. Say the thing again, they will. So it has become a pattern that they keep repeating in their life. Okay, so creative homeopathy. The others, loose one, will appear in, let's say, their bud flowers, etc. Now, the other one, which is actually embedded in their body, which you can find out, is actually the MagHealy meridian analysis. So it will show, whether they have anger, whether they want to spit out that anger or whatsoever that they have inside the body. Okay. That can actually uncover what are those hidden emotions that is blocking the body. And then you do the vibration using the Blue app for the MagHealy meridian analysis. Yeah. So you do it over time. Do it like over 4 hours or overnight 9 hours. This one. And the other one is actually job. Okay. Job, where there is exhaustion. Okay. Where they are so burdened with all these emotional drain. Yeah, so that they are so tired really, they don't want to do anything. Job is the one. Okay, motivation. So you do a lot of restoration. You can run overnight even for job. And the other one that is very good when there is conflict like this is power of three. Power of three, you can use conflict balance and rebalance. Okay, so I don't know whether this is has been very long festering or whether it's something recent. Okay, if it's something recent that you want to very easily restore, would be power of three, conflict balance, and rebalance. You run these two. But if it has been for quite some time, you want to do like what I mentioned last week, is every day you can run two conflict balance with rebalance. Then the next day you do defense support with rebalance. Defense support is if they're overthinking, all this thing is like blocking up their whole thought process. And then friendly flora with rebalance if they are tending towards depression, withdrawal, then you may want to do that pair, friendly flora with rebalance. Now, the good thing about rebalance is it helps you to rebalance your emotions, not to slant so much towards the negativity, but to be able to balance the negative emotions. That's one. Second is to remove the pain. And then the third is their willingness to take a proactive action towards something and rebalance. Okay? Yeah. But it's not as easy as just one time and then you see that change. Okay? Use it for like 2-3 weeks. That kind of combination of all these programs that I mentioned. So you go from all angles. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll do it. I'll try it. Sure, I'll try it.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Come and share if you see positive changes from that so that others can
I'll
learn
do
as
it.
well. Okay.
Sure.
All right. So it's 6:30. So we should end now. What does kidney male, female? Let me see whether I got urgent question or not. Severe acidity. Body pain. Body pain in the morning. If it's the body pain, if it's only in the morning, Nitya, is to check for diabetic stress. Okay, do sleep with diabetic stress on, okay, at night and see whether that helps. Okay, one last question that seems urgent here is Madhu's question. with severe acidity. We'll do one more and then I have to end. Okay, severe acidity where the legs are in pain while sleeping and full leg pain till the waist is occurring. Okay, can be cured with what program? Okay, we can't cure, but you can try this. It's not showing in your 5x5. Okay, now acidity has to do with the kidney function, okay, because the kidney function is actually to balance the acidity with all the different mineral ions in the body, okay. So there is, under digital nutrition, there is one particular program which is for alkalinity on, okay, alkalinity. I think it is in digital nutrition 2. There is one program there that's for alkalinity. Try that, okay. The others, I would say your kidney function, okay. Hormone is actually for your whole entire balance in the body. Goal cycle got one balance, okay, use that. Use the different hormone program. There is one in meridian hormone. There is one in bioenergetic harmony hormone. Okay, yeah, because to me this seems like a homeostatic imbalance with your fluid, with your alkaline acid base out of balance. Okay, yeah. So the pain here, the muscle pain, right? You go to fitness for recovery of the muscle. For example, like this one here is, let's say your, what do you call that? The muscle cramp is the, what's that particular thing? Pyruvate to that particular acid. I cannot remember. The acid that caused the muscle cramp one, right? Okay, you
Lactic
go to
acid.
correct. Thank you, Rajini. The lactic acid. So under fitness, you have regeneration and then you have deep relaxation. Okay, deep relaxation is for this kind of lactic acid cramp, and then regeneration. This is for recovery, like after sports. So this one here, like your leg muscle pain and all that, to me is similar to that kind of reaction. Okay, so you try that. And the other one is because the lactic acid, like all this, after it is formed, it actually goes to the liver for metabolism. So to reconvert it back to pyruvate. So if it cannot be converted, that's where your lactic acid is circulating in the blood rather than being broken down. So support your liver. Okay, all the liver programs, Meridian, and then Bioenergetic Harmony, there's liver as well. So work on your liver, work on your kidney. Okay, you can use Go Cycle Pure. You can use Deep Cycle, either the clean oil or the detox program. So there seems to be accumulation of a lot of impurities or acids that is not broken down in the body. Okay, try that and let's see whether there's improvement there. Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So other questions, the recording, if the company checked through and everything is compliant, then they will put it in the Facebook, all right? Then other questions, you can actually post it there. If I'm free, I'll go to the Facebook and answer some of your questions. So some of these, if I haven't got the time to answer, you can post it there so that other people can also benefit from the written reply as well. All right? Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, have a good evening. All right, so I'll see you. Next week will be frequency and friends. Then week 2, I will see you again. Yeah, that time it will be about movement. All right, bone, joint, flexibility, some of the questions that we mentioned today. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for all your questions. We all learn through all your questions. Okay, so thank you. Okay, bye-bye.